Hi everyone, Ian from Digital Arts Box here, and in this video I want to take the time to go through our Animating Halton Heritage project. So before we dive into the project, let me tell you a little bit more about Digital Arts Box. So Digital Arts Box CIC is a community interest company, which means we're not for profit, and our vision is a community that can express itself creatively through art, culture and technology. Our mission statement is to provide fascinating experiences which inspire communities to embrace creativity and express themselves. So because we're a not-for-profit, this means that we look for funding that's available in order to run our projects. This particular project was funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund and Halton Borough Council. There were also a number of other organisations that made this project possible, so we'd like to say a big massive thanks to Halton Borough of Culture for 2021, Heritage HQ, the Catalyst Science and Discovery Centre and Widnes Library. And also not forgetting Widnes Market, which became the focus of this particular project. So what was the goal of this project? Well, we wanted to create an animation based on the historic trade in Halton. Now Halton's got a really rich history of trade, so what we did was we broke this project down into a series of steps. Step number one was our outreach section, where we asked the people of Halton for their stories of trade in Halton, so what they could remember from the history, be it a handful of years ago or from the childhood days, anything like that, just to try and get a feel of what people remembered. Step number two was to go away and research these stories, to fact check them. Check things like dates, locations, names, traders' names, these kind of things, to make sure that our animation was historically accurate. A lot of this research we did privately, but we also hosted a number of open research sessions where we invited members of Halton to come down and help us look through old newspaper articles, look at microfilm, all with massive thanks to Widnes Library. Step number three was to collate all of these stories and research and articles together into what we were going to use as our script for our animation. So once we had our script, step number four was to go away and record a voiceover. We asked a number of volunteers to come in and put the Widnes twang to our voiceover to really help bring our animation to life. Step number five was to animate. We handed all of our materials and the script and the voiceover to a very talented animator who collated it all together into a moving sequence. But not only this, we also ran a series of open animation sessions where we invited members of the public to come down and try their hands at their very own stop motion animations. This way, they get a much better insight to all the hard work that we put into creating our final polished animation. And then step number six was to finally bring it all together using imagination, creativity, facts, stories, history to pull it all together into what you're about to see right now.
Ah yes, Alberts, I was on about that the other day. The auctions where everyone went absolutely mad for a bargain. Standing on old cardboard boxes at Albert's stall trying to keep warm for what seemed like forever, whilst my mum was waiting for a bargain or two.
I remember the long walk to the market, the overwhelming smell of the fish market, the bright yellow ones that look radioactive and the ones with the eyes. My dad buying little white tubs of cockles and the other odd creatures he assured me were delicious.
I worked on the big veg stall as you entered the market opposite the Market Street entrance. I was 12 to 13 years old and just worked on the Saturdays. I got 12 shillings and sixpence for the day. The stall holder was a lovely man who paid for fish and chips for us all for our dinner. The lady opposite Bond's fruit and veg stall that sold blinds and tablecloths. I remember her beehive hairdo was always immaculate.
My auntie used to work on a sweet stall that was near the wood stall, and she'd always manage to sneak us a few extra sweets in. They always had the traffic light lollipops that turned me teeth blue and proper licorice. So I'd get a bag for me and I'd get a bag to take home for me nan. So I hope you agree, it's a fantastic piece of work. It's been a real labour of love for us, but we've loved every single second of it, and we'd really like to make some more. We've only really scratched the surface on what Halton's trade and heritage has to offer, so fingers crossed we can find some more funding to produce episode 2. So that's it from me, Ian, at Digital Arts Box. If you've liked this video, please remember to give it a like, and don't forget to check out our website to find out a little bit more about our community interest company and to see what other projects we've got on the go at the moment. But that's it from me. We'll see you next time.